So welcome again. It's wonderful to have you all here. Thanks so much for coming. And I want to say that it's a very exciting occasion for us. We are here to talk about a project that's been years in the making and will be literally decades in the execution. It's a project that I feel speaks in defining... Still can't hear? Don't worry, I'm not saying anything worth hearing anyway. Now can you hear? In the back? Okay. So I was in the midst of saying I think this is a project that's a defining one for the School of Music, Theater, and Dance at the University of Michigan, in the sense that we believe that we have special strengths in work at the intersection of the classical and popular domains in indigenous American forms, in addition to the Western classical tradition. All of these strengths lay a groundwork for this project that I think makes our school particularly equipped to take on this project. And further, that as a top-ranked school of performing arts at a great world-class research institution, we also think that we have circumstances that provide a great framework for the project that we're going to be talking about today. We also believe deeply in projects in which scholarship and performance merge inextricably. And this project also speaks in a really wonderful way to that. So it's a project that I think you'll enjoy hearing about, that is going to be a boon to the School of Music, Theater, and Dance, to our faculty, and to our students, and also to the legacy of two of the great artists in the history of American art. So one of the things that makes us very excited to be doing this is because we have such terrific faculty strengths to support a project like this, and you'll be meeting several of those today. I want to begin by introducing someone who's been an absolutely critical leader in the generation of this project since its inception almost 7 years ago. And that is Mark Clay, Associate Professor of Musicology and Director of Research at the School of Music, Theater, and Dance. Mark's resume is way too long to read, but I do want to say a couple of things about him.
I just write that to impress you, Christopher.
Yes,
I don't need to read it to anybody else.
Yeah. Nevertheless, you'd be impressed too if you read it. But let me just read a couple of paragraphs at the beginning. Mark Clay researches all forms of music making in the United States, with recent projects focusing on the United States national anthem, his Star-Spangled Banner project. American orchestras as institutions, especially in early Chicago and San Francisco. The Atlanta School of Composers, Sacred Heart Music and Performance, Critical Editing, and the music of George and Ira Gershwin. His interests center on questions of how music forges and shapes social relationships, the art of sound as simultaneously a transcendent emotional expression and an everyday tool for living. Professor Clegg is an associate professor of music with tenure at the School of Music, Theater, and Dance at the University of Michigan, who also enjoys affiliate appointments in American culture, African and Afro-American studies, nonprofit management, and entrepreneurship. He serves as Director of Research at the School of Music, Theater, and Dance, as I mentioned, and co-director of its American Music Institute. He further serves as faculty advisor to student organizations, including Arts Enterprise at University of Michigan, the Ypsilanti Youth Symphony Mentors, Mu Phi Epsilon, and the Interdisciplinary Music Forum. And I just want to add that before joining Michigan's faculty, Professor Clay served as executive editor for Music of the United States of America, MUSA, a series of scholarly editions of American music published by AR Editions for the American Musicological Society. And that particular credential is one among many that makes Mark an exemplary leader for this project. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mark, who will then introduce our panelists today. Mark?